Hello everyone, this is Chris and today I'm going to be doing a video update on Sertraline, and people are messaging me at the wrong times, so I'm turning the internet off on my phone. There we go, I won't be disturbed, I don't think. However, I will get notifications from my laptop and it comes from Google Chrome. Great, thank you Facebook. I think there's a way to turn that off. But anyways, that is not why I am making this video. It's not about Google Chrome, it's about Sertraline. And no, I'm not here to say, oh, I'm on Sertraline, oh, I'm on antidepressants. Nope, it's not me just showing up my drugs. It's just basically me telling you what it's like to be on them. And for everyone, it's different for everyone, right? And I'm on 150 at the moment, but you will start on 50 milligrams usually, depending on your case, and it just depends really. Within it takes like a week to like build up and your brain gets used to it a little bit, and then you'll start to feel the effects. Now I will warn you for one thing really, it's because you will start to get anxious and maybe more depressive, right? You will start to get worse, at least for a bit, like a week. I know it sounds a bit much, and you know it's different for everyone, but I've been told that it can make you feel worse, and that's good. Now let me tell you why. Don't turn off the video and say he's talking a lot of bullshit. No. Seriously, read the leaflet that you get. Always read the leaflet that you get in your box or boots, bag, or whatever chemist you go to, right? Read it. It will say something about you will get worse within like a week or something like that. That is normal, simply because that is your brain responding to your medication. It basically means you're going to respond well to your medication, so that is usually a good sign. However, if you don't experience that sign, that's okay. It doesn't happen to everyone, but that is an indicator. You know, it's a bit like a hurricane, right? Passing through crosswalk, passing through a land, and then there's an eye in the middle of it, right? Yeah. Now let me explain it in this way. I know you're thinking, why on earth are you talking about hurricanes? Well, in the middle of the storm, it's all calm, so it's stormy, so depressed, and then you feel calm, and then you'll feel depressed. You'll have your moments still, but antidepressants will numb your pain. It will numb, when I mean pain, emotional pain, and you will start to feel better. Usually you'll be able to sleep. If you take this at night, let's say I take this every night at 8:30, for me insomnia as well, my anxiety, blah 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 blah. And if you do that within like 30 minutes, seriously, within 30 minutes, maybe less depending on your weight, you will feel sleepy and you will feel relaxed and calm. Trust me on that, you will. It's okay to feel a little bit anxious first time taking it. At first I was pretty anxious taking it, and yeah, you'll notice that your heart beats a bit faster, and that's just because your anxiety really, and you're more aware of it. Don't worry, it's not a side effect, although you can get palpitations, and that is not dangerous. Trust me, it is not. It doesn't, I don't like saying it messes, but it does alter your brain. Obviously it's meant to alter your brain chemistry, and everyone's brain is different, okay, compared to one another, okay, and your brain chemistry is different to mine, to your mum's, and all this, right? And like I'm going to say now, it's not always going to work for everyone. So if this doesn't work after 8 months, and it's supposed to take 8 months altogether to take in the full effect, and if you still don't feel well, you could either push for it and keep trying, and you know it might work for you after a while. It just depends on everyone's brain. It just takes a while to sink in. For me, it took over a year just to feel more normal, and some days I just feel detached. Don't worry, it's not going to make you feel like a zombie, but if you start to wanting to harm yourself, while you're on this medication, it says on the leaflet, so I'm telling you proper medical advice because it's on the leaflet, please seek professional medical help immediately if you are feeling suicidal. Tell your doctor. And you probably say, why on earth would I tell my doctor that I'm feeling suicidal? But he's there to help. Just say, look, it's just a feeling, I don't want to act upon it, but I just feel like that. And to be honest with you, he might just say to you, oh, it's normal. My doctor knows that, yeah, I do feel suicidal every so often. It can be with it the whole of the week, or maybe just the month, and then next month I'm fine. It's different for everyone, and take it at your own risk, but it's nothing to be scared about either. These usually work wonders, and don't forget they've been FDA approved, okay? Food Drug Agency, I think that's how you spell it out, really. But yeah, you'll start to go on 50 milligrams, and then you'll go on 100. It depends. You might just say at 50. I know it sounds a lot when I say 100, and I'm on 150, and the max dosage you can get is 200, perhaps more. I don't know, but as far as I know, that you can only get up to 150. But I read online that you can get up to 200. But those people on forums have no idea what they're doing. They're just increasing it, and I don't think they speak to their doctors either. So whatever you do, don't go online for advice. Only if it's the NHS website, okay? And any official organisations that says .org and it looks official and it's been certified on your network and such. So if I were you, if you've got any questions, go to your doctor. If you've got any worries, ring your doctor. Seriously, you just need to call the receptionist at a clinic and just say, look, I need to speak to a doctor. It's not so urgent where I need to go in hospital or I need an appointment. It's just a quick question about medication. If you don't do it, ring up often, that's okay. I used to ring up the clinic, the doctors where I live, and whenever I feel a bit concerned about a side effect and you want to report it, just ring your doctors. They're there for a reason. They're there to help. And trust me, if you know someone who takes antidepressants, keep an eye on them, okay? The mood can shift quickly depending on the person. With my mood, I can feel really relaxed and happy, and then all of a sudden I just feel crap. And yeah, at first, well, when I took this, because I used to get proper anxiety attacks, like heart beating really fast and all sorts. I remember taking this for the first few times within the week. It can bring on anxiety attacks. Yes, it can cause anxiety. Yes, it can cause depression. But it can also be used to treat depression. I know it sounds confusing. It just depends on your mindset. So if you take this and say, you know, it might actually work, it's kind of like the placebo effect. You'll feel great, alright? And for most people, you feel great because the reviews are great on it. I've looked at the reviews. Check on drug.co.uk or drug.com. I know it sounds a bit dodgy, but it's not. Just type in whatever antidepressant you're getting or thinking about getting, or your doctor's thinking about putting you on and you just considering it. Well, it's better to consider treatment options than self-harming. Self-harming is more dangerous. You most likely would die from self-harming than taking these. Seriously, these medications are good for you. It can be good for you. Look at me here trying to advertise antidepressants on my YouTube channel. Wow. But anyways, how I feel on them. Some days I'm alright, some days I'm good. And I've been on them for over a year, and you know, I had really bad sleeping problems before I took it, so but it takes a while. If you've got insomnia, it takes a while for it to actually treat it, and it's not always going to get at the cause, the actual roots of your problem. It's just there. It's just like putting a plaster on your mind, basically. And you know what? Antidepressants can actually make your depression go away. In quite a few cases, actually, people take this or Sertraline or whatever it's called over antidepressants. These are SSRI drugs, serotonin selective reuptake inhibitor. I know that's a lot to take in, but it works on a synapse level, and a synapse is basically at end of each neuron. There's like the squiggly thing that comes out of the neuron, and it basically a chemical travels along, and a synapse is basically at the end of two neurons. In between the two neurons there's a synapse, and then the chemical releases, and it's serotonin and all sorts, but serotonin is the main thing that these people look for. And you get these vents in your synapse, and your body uses too much serotonin, so you kind of deplete your own serotonin levels, and that's why you are depressed. I think I explained that correctly. If not, I'm sorry, my mind's up the wall at the moment. Not literally, but yeah. And basically the electrical signal goes out of the synapse, end of the neuron, into the beginning, the entrance of another neuron, or you could say that's an end of another neuron or whatever, and then it goes into chemicals, and then it transfers back into electricity again, and you've got an electrical circuit, electromagnetic circuit. Alright, anyways, I don't want to go into too much depth about that, but that's just the basics. And yeah, they focus on serotonin, and basically they block certain things in between your synapses, and it's not dangerous, don't worry, but it's to stop your synapses or your brain to deplete your serotonin all at once, you know. It actually blocks it and keeps it in between the neurons, the synapse or the synapse, or however you want to pronounce it. And that, in theory, is supposed to increase your serotonin levels, which will make you happier. And yes, they've done a lot of testing on it. Will it work? Depends on your brain chemistry, and your doctor will know, well, wouldn't know for sure 100%, but looking at the medical records ever since you were born right up until now, he would know what underlying medical conditions you've got that's already been diagnosed. You know, he's not going to put you on a drug that's going to make you kill yourself, really. Although, I won't get into too much detail when it comes to suicide, but if you ever feel suicidal, please, you can contact me. But professional medical help, always. Just go to the NHS department, go to your clinic, go to a walk-in centre. I know it sounds crazy, but you don't deserve to die. No one does. I know I've been feeling a little bit suicidal today, and look, I think about my family, right? I can't stand hurting my parents. I know sometimes my parents can be a pain in the ass, and my family can be a pain in the ass, but I love them, alright? My siblings can be absolute dickheads towards me, and I think that's what siblings are supposed to be like. Sorry for swearing, and I will put a warning in the description that I have sworn. So yeah, just in case my little nephew somehow decides to want to watch this video, so Thomas, my brother, please don't let him watch this, okay? Or any of my videos, because I just swear. Anyways, put your fingers over his ears or just turn it off, alright? If you've got any little ones, please tell them where to go. That sounds horrible. I just can't help swearing sometimes. It's just, you always swear, but when I do swear, it's either because I'm pissed off, so swearing, sorry, or it's just because I'm chilled. I know that doesn't make sense, but yeah. and I've got to take my medication now. Well, it's 1:30. I usually take it at 1:30, and yeah, this is another thing. You should always take your medication on time. It's not super duper important, but it can help quite a bit actually. If you take it that's actually right on the same time every day, taking your antidepressants, you'll find you will be treated a lot better and you'll feel better. And if you just, let's say it's okay if you missed an hour dosage or whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, another thing I'm gonna mention, please do not suddenly try and stop taking your antidepressants, because it's not like, I can't say it's addictive, but you can get withdrawal symptoms. Well, yeah, that's basically addiction, isn't it, really? I don't know. But you'll need to get weaned off them. You cannot suddenly stop taking them, because if you do, you will get mild withdrawal symptoms, diarrhea, and trust me, it is not good. Dare I say more? No. I think I'll leave that up to your imagination. But yeah, if you've got any concerns, comment below and just be like, I'm scared about this side effect, I'm scared of... If you read the leaf, tons and tons of side effects, and it's like the chance of having a heart attack with this type of medication, and to be honest with you, who knows? I don't think that this medication can cause heart attacks. In fact, there's been studies that it's actually good for you, okay? This is harmless. Well, if you've been prescribed and if your doctor tells you how you should take it, it's going to be near enough 100% safe for you. Otherwise it wouldn't be on the market, okay? I know you might say, oh, but they all want one of these pharmaceutical industries. Well, perhaps you're right. But they'll be bankrupt if they start killing people with these. Like, seriously, I think they'll go out of business pretty damn quick if these didn't really work. They work for people, alright? If this doesn't work, try another antidepressant. You know, they might, whatever you, okay, now this is going to be helpful for you. For some people it works for them, but if you don't want to take medication, fair enough, it's okay, alright? I understand, I respect that. That is okay. Just don't self-harm, okay? I know it's difficult, I've been there, and it's very addictive. Very addictive. It's like being on drugs. Seriously, I don't want to go in full detail about drugs, but seriously, it is being like being on drugs. Endorphins that has been released from your brain makes you feel orgasmic. Alright? I know it sounds weird, cutting yourself and then blood everywhere. Yes, trigger warning. It will feel great, okay? And then it'll sting like 10 minutes later and you do like it's seriously, it's not worth it. And I've got like white scars. Good job I'm pale, alright? But if I'm gonna go out and try and have a suntan or go in the sunbed or go on holiday, the white line will appear, alright? And it's horrible looking at your own scars, and that will make you feel like shit. And one day, please listen to me, right? If you want kids, they'll look at your arm maybe one day and they'll be like, Daddy or Mummy, why have you got that on your arm? Or something. It'll be heartbreaking for you. No, don't do it, alright? Think about it. I know you might think, oh, I don't think I'll get married, oh, I don't think I'll have kids, but you're young, right? Teenage depression is very, very common. And if you've got teenage depression, if you're a teenager, so like 13 to like 19, that's teenage years, okay? If you're depressed in that period, you've got teenage depression. Now, the only difference between depression and teenage depression is that teenage depression feels really bad, just like depression, but it'll most likely go away when you just gone past your 19th birthday at the very least, okay? you will feel better after your 19th birthday. If not, yeah, you got depression. Well, it doesn't mean you'll be depressed for the rest of your life. If so, it's still not worth taking your life, or it's, trust me, I've been close to death myself. I don't want to exaggerate or go into it too much, but yeah, my heart did stop, okay? And it's horrible. Alright, that's what I'm gonna say. It's horrible. Do I want to self-harm and kill myself? I know sometimes I feel like doing that, but I can't. I won't do it anymore. I can't, because I do not want to go in that predicament ever again. I do not want to go in that state of being where I'm hopeless and I can't, I don't know, get better. I feel like I was trapped and I couldn't live anymore. I couldn't see my parents, I couldn't see my family. I felt hopeless, more hopeless than I felt more worthless than I was after being very ill. And before being very, I felt worse after being, while being ill. And trust me, it's not good. And that's not because of self-harm, it's complicated. But still, I'd much rather suffer in life than to become close to death. And that's my take on it. And if you've been affected by this video, hopefully you're not breaking down your tears. I don't want you to cry. No, that's not the whole point of the video. The whole point of this video is telling you that these medications, treatments are out there, therapy, meditating, all this stuff that you can do. And to feel better, I know it's hard to accept that, but to feel better is to accept yourself, okay? To accept that you need the help and that you want help. And when I mean you want help, you will actually go and get help. Only you will be able to go to the doctor, and doctors can't mind read. People can't just assume that you're depressed or whatever. Well, they may just think you've got Monday morning blues or some shit. All right, everyone has their ups and downs, and that doesn't mean you're depressed, right? But if you feel worthless quite often, and it's becoming like a big pattern, all right, and you're more anxious and you just can't sleep at night, you're tossing and turning, you're thinking so much and you're worrying so much, highly likely you've got anxiety or generalized anxiety disorder, which I've got, depression, which I've got, and many other people have got. It's common. You are not alone, okay? Please seek professional medical help. You're not insane. Seriously, the stigma around mental health needs to stop, alright? And it took a lot of motivation, and I didn't even have motivation to even make this video. It took a lot of effort and energy to make this video. You have no idea how unmotivated I am. Seriously, it's shit. And I know how other people may be feeling, alright? It's different for everyone. Depression is different for everyone. It may feel like worse than somebody else's, but the fact is, depression is depression. It is shit. People need to stop comparing with one another. You just need to accept yourself first, okay? And that's the hardest part, for me anyway. But seriously, take care. I'm gonna have to end it here, guys, because it's like almost 24-25 minutes into this video, and you guys are probably tired and you can't be asked to listen to it any further. So please like, comment and subscribe. Don't feel afraid about going on these. They may make you feel awful for a week or two, but it might be worth it, okay? It might be worth it. And sometimes you've got to take that risk to feel better. I'd rather take medication than self-harm any day. I don't care about the side effects, well I do, but it's either you suffer a great deal and potentially die one day because you've cut a vein, or you take medication and take a step further towards happiness. And I'm not saying medication can make you happy. It just all depends on the cause, and I'm no doctor, but all I know is that it can't be that bad. You're still here, you're still watching this video, and because you're watching this video, and if you're up to this point, it also means that you want to help, you want to do something, and you feel similar, or you feel like you're not alone anymore because someone on here, me, is actually talking about it. I'm not saying I know you, I'm not saying that I know exactly how you're feeling, I can relate to a certain extent, okay, depending on what you go through, okay? Depression is depression, it's not funny. Even if it's teenage depression, it's serious. People die from it every day, and that keeps me up at night. It really does. So please, I know I don't know you, but chances are, if you kill yourself, and if I ever found that out on news, for example, or if I ever found out that someone killed themselves and I don't even know, I end up crying over it, because I know how it feels and it's shit. I don't want to cry on camera, but that's how it makes me feel. It makes me feel so sad. It really does. I'm gonna make more videos. I've just, like I said, I've not been motivated. I really haven't. And today I've just been feeling a load of pain. I've got my sleeping pattern back on track though, which is a good thing. I go sleep early, I wake up early, like 7 or 8 AM, and I go to bed around about 9 PM, and it's great, it's great. I know you're saying, oh, but lions are perfect, but trust me, it's not healthy. At least get 8 to 9 hours sleep. Just try and get some sleep. Don't worry too much about your sleep, otherwise you're just not going to sleep because it's on your mind. You're like, oh, I need to sleep, and yeah, it goes on and on and on. So just relax, please. I know it's easier said than done, but relax. Get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Don't eat and don't drink a cup of coffee after 3 PM. Alright? Don't. Well, you can eat after 3 PM, but don't eat anything after 7 PM, because if you do, you find that your body is more active because it digests and it's going to make your heart beat faster, and yeah, you're just not going to sleep, will you? Well, you can't sleep on a full stomach, but it's just going to mess with your insides, trust me. And I don't want to go in detail with that. I don't know what else to say, but I care. And if you want someone to talk to, look, I'm here. Talk to your mum, talk to your dad, talk to your friends. If you feel like you don't have any friends, go to a youth club. There's things provided by your own council, especially Wigan Council. At least you can you can find ways to have friends, and you can go to social groups. And I know you'll feel like, what, social groups? But sometimes that's all it takes. You just need to socialise, get out. I know for me it's scary to go out because, for one, why the hell do I want to go out? And two, going to Asda is a busy, stressful job for me, alright? Like, recently when I was at Asda, my blood pressure obviously rose because everything went really bright and I felt like I couldn't breathe. Seriously, it was horrible, and anxiety can be so paralysing for people. And I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me, but it paralyses me every day, and I feel like I can't live a normal life. And I know people are probably saying, oh, stop feeling sorry for yourself and all this, but do you think I fucking chose this? No, I did not. I just put up with it. I just put up with symptoms, even though in my mind I'm thinking of something else, thinking of something completely fine, and next minute I'm aching, horrible chest feeling and all sorts. It's really complicated, but people should stop judging others. They shouldn't just assume. And when someone says, oh, I'm depressed and all this, be nice, be considerate, for fuck's sake. And seriously, if you've been taking piss out of someone at school, for them they may not be amused because something's going on in their mind, something's happening maybe at home. Please be considerate. I know banter, it's great, alright, banter can be great, but with certain people they just can't hack it if they've got troubles at home and they can't take it, so you have to take it seriously. I I used to be really sensitive, very sensitive. I'm still sensitive, but not as much. And I can take banters, but when it comes to calling someone ugly and all this, it's just disgusting. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it there now. I said that like a couple of minutes ago. But anyways, I do care, and seriously, medication, therapy, meditation can be good for you. Can be good for you. Well, meditation is proved to help your heart. You can actually relax yourself, low blood pressure, which obviously helps your heart. It can make you can easily sleep, try yoga or whatever. I've been told by my doctor I'm pretty resourceful, and even ask him yourself. I'm not going to tell you his name, but he's a good man, and he's done a lot for me, and I'm very grateful. Even though I feel like shit near enough every day, but I am making progress, and as long as I'm making some progress, it's worth living, in my case. So you may feel like you're not having much progress, or you're not having any progress at all, but that's okay. You realise you're not going forward. Use your brain. Go to doctors, tell them how you feel, be honest. All it takes is honesty. They're not going to flipping judge you. I don't know what type of doctor you go to if they have judged you really badly. If so, get a second opinion. Peace out, because I'm going on half an hour now. I'm speaking for half an hour. Damn it. This is a very important video. So, because you guys are important to me, right? My subscribers are, my non-subscribers, people who don't even know, my friends, my online friends, people who have been there for me, thank you very much. I've got a friend that suffers from anxiety, and it's upsetting, but he's been there for me, I've been there for him. And you know, if you notice someone's down, just being a friend, even though it's just one friend, one person, if you just be that one person and go up to them and be there for them, you'll trust me, you'll change their life just by including them in a social group, like your own little circle of friends. So consider it. If you're like a teenager, or maybe a young adult, maybe an old adult, I don't know. Just be considerate around others and just be friends. Anyways, again, peace out.